Hello, YouTube. Well, today we have an odd piece of hardware. Yes, it's a pointing device. That is this Felix pointing device. I don't know what you would call this. I guess it's... The auction on eBay described it as a mouse and a trackpad in one. So you get your left click, you get your, I guess that's scroll click there in the middle mouse button, and then that's right click. Moves around very easily. The way this works is weird. This here is attached to a piece of plastic, and the piece of plastic sits, down there, and you can see it move slightly when I do this. So it literally moves a piece of plastic around in order to move the mouse. Very, very bizarre. So that's why it was described as a trackpad and a mouse all in one. The funny part is you can turn this completely sideways. Use it like that. Except turning it sideways doesn't really... All it does is angle it for your hand, so you can just... That's very, very bizarre. I've never seen anything like this. This seems like an artifact out of probably the early to mid 90s maybe. And the reason I say that is, if you look at the bottom here, it's got some nice rubber feet on it. But if you read this, it says, Felix will only operate if your existing mouse driver is Microsoft RS-232, PS2 mouse port or PS2 mouse port compatible, or if you've installed the Felix driver. Verify before installing your Felix as directed below. I'm guessing this is the company that made it, the Ultra Felix. I have no idea. This thing's kind of a mystery to me. I saw this on eBay for so long, and I put off buying it. And it's just so weird that, like, I mean, who would have thunk it? The connector on the end is PS2, of course. It's just your regular 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 pin DIN. 6-pin DIN right there for PS2. But yes, I think it's prudent that we try this out. So, I have a computer here with a PS2 port in the back, so allow me to plug my mouse in here, and we'll give it a try. Okay, so I've plugged the this Felix device in there. I looked on the bottom again, and I just noticed near the bottom here, here's the FCC ID if you guys want to check that out. But even below that, model super pointer, input 5 volts DC and 6 milliamps. Super pointer. So this was manufactured under license from Ultra. So this is an Ultra super pointer. But I think it was licensed to Felix to make. So this was actually made by a company called Ultra. At least the technology was. But it was licensed over to Felix to make one of these. So that's a little bizarre. I can only guess as to why there aren't that many of them anymore. Probably because of the licensing and all that fun stuff. But I did try this a little bit. The movement, as you can see, let's see if I can get this all in one shot. The movement is extremely smooth. It's a smooth sort of analog type of feel as I move the mouse around. The only thing I found is that right click doesn't work, and I don't think the middle mouse button works either. For whatever reason, I would guess that I would guess that I need to change the driver to make that work. Scrolling works. Right-clicking, however, doesn't. That's the only thing that doesn't work on this particular device. The right-click button just doesn't work. Which is kind of a problem when using a computer. At least for me it is. So, yeah. The issue is there's no right-click button on the keyboard, so that's kind of a shame. You need to have a keyboard with a right-click button if this button doesn't want to work. Oh, wait, I got it to work. Hey! Wow, magically out of the blue it works. So, let's check and see what driver it's running. It made a liar out of me, of course. PCI device, yeah, whatever. PS2 track point. So it just uses a standard PS2 driver to work. That Felix driver thing on the bottom that it talks about, I think, is just referring to, back in the DOS Windows 3.1 days. Or even before that. I don't really know how old this is. This could be late 80s for all I really know. I haven't really dug out any dirt on this particular item yet. I just bought it out of pure curiosity because what an unusual pointing device. It's the way I see this as a utilitarian device is in a similar way that I see trackball mice being used. What's nice about trackball mice is you can put them on a desk and you can move the ball around and you don't need a mouse pad or anything. You can just move the ball around, left and right click and scroll and everything. Just like this. This you can just plop on a desk. You can use this like you would a mouse, only you can't pick it up and move it. Have that be useful. But you can use this just like a mouse on a desk without having a mouse pad to take up more space. This is all the space it'll ever take up, which I think is very useful. However, it's probably not the best for things like gaming and any precision work at all. Like photo editing, for example. You want to use an optical mouse or a laser mouse for something like that. So, there you have it. This thing can left click, right click. It was right clicking a minute ago. There, I got it to work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I can also scroll click, so there you have it. I would say that the usefulness of this is akin to that of a trackball mouse. It's just in a very odd way compared to a trackball mouse. Like I said, the auction on eBay said this was like a trackpad and a mouse all in one, and I would tend to agree with that. That's basically what it is. Except that it's a lot more analog feeling than a trackpad ever will be. So, I just thought I'd show you guys this because it's weird, man. It's very weird. Kind of one of those artifacts out of the adolescent years of computing. So, I think we'll use this mouse to shut this machine off. So, yeah, there you have it. That is the Felix Super Pointer. Except it's really an Altera Super Pointer, licensed to be made or branded by Felix. So, there you have it, guys. This was just an odd piece of hardware I thought I'd show you. Because I've never seen anything like it, and I don't think I ever will again. Although, I could be eating my own words if I see something even weirder in the future. So, there you go. That is the Felix or Ultra Super Pointer. Hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good one, everybody. Ciao.